Hi there, I'm J.D. Fox, and I just wanted to share a short, geeky thought about time. Um, about some questions I have about time that I don't really have answers for them, which is a good thing I study philosophy because philosophers never seem to have answers about anything. But anyway, I was thinking about time and relativity and the idea of now and how we experience time. And I was struck by how disjointed our experiences of time really are based on how we express them, or excuse me, compared to how we express them. Let's start off by talking about externals. We all know from science, like when we look at stars, we're not really seeing stars as they are. We're seeing them, in the past. That's because, light has to travel from that star to us so we can observe it. There's nothing phenomenal. I mean, it is phenomenal, but there's nothing phenomenal as far as like that type of leap. That just makes good science sense. But curiously, though, we have to take that on the ground level too when we look at people. We never really see people then as they are because, again, the same rules apply. We're always seeing a person in the past. Granted, a lot less time than, say, Alpha Centauri, but nevertheless, we are not ever seeing people as they are because, again, because of the light waves having to reach our eyes. But let's examine another external phenomenon, lightning. There's nothing really revelatory about the idea that, once you hear thunder, the lightning has already passed. I'm sure you've been taught that at an early age and know that's because, sound moves a lot slower than lightning, than the light reaching your eyes. But let's put that in perspective of your body. So doesn't that seem to suggest, in a certain sense, your eyes are experiencing a different reality than what your ears are, as far as like this illusory present tense, because the sound, it takes a longer time to reach your ears, so they can never really experience the same reality, the same temporal reality um, together. But let's take this a little bit further inquiry. What about other parts of our body? It seems reasonable, to me at least, at this juncture, to assume then that also body parts, if we have a nerve stretching, say, from our toe going all the way up to our brain, the signal is going to take longer to reach than, say, from our fingertips to our brain. Granted, it's going to be a small difference, but a difference nevertheless. So, similar to the lightning phenomena, wouldn't that mean then that parts of your body their experience of present is different from the experience of present of, say, another body part? Well, one of the things that makes this more than just a geeky exercise, then, if that's the case, is how does the brain align everything up in a way, in a workable fashion that makes it unuseful? And because the brain is not going to be processing these things really at the same time, how can it if the signal takes a different length of time to get to the brain, whatever unit is processing that signal at any given time? So there has to be a lot of speculation, it seems like, on the brain's part, and not really experiencing things so much as like predicting and projecting and assuming and making different types of theoretical analysis. And I have to wonder then, maybe I wonder if that could be part of the reason why it takes a while to learn certain skills. Obviously, you have motor history and you have things like that, but maybe like part of when you're learning to walk and part of like grasping things and doing different things at the same time, it really requires your brain to be able to make those calculations, those temporal calculations that are really physically disjointed. Anyway, that's right now what I'm thinking about. Might be interesting to some people. I'm always interested to hear people's thoughts about such things. And more of my little ruminations can be found at jdfoxpresents.com. Hope you have a good day. Thanks.